104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And Ding Dong. Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, Houston. It is Wednesday. It is October the 9th of 2024 at 6:01 a.m. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. It is a glorious feeling outside in the 60s.
It's cold.
Oh, my God. It's amazing. It's not cold.
It's 62 degrees, Kevin.
It
It's
is
not
so good.
freezing.
My tire,
Chilly.
my PSI thing went
Your what?
off.
Oh, your
Tire-
pressure,
the little
tire
orange
pressure?
light goes off.
I'm like, what the hell? It's not even that cold.
Yeah.
Went to like one was like all three of them are 30 and one was 29.
Well, you got to think about this, Eric.
36.
Yesterday, at one point, it was like 97 degrees, and now this morning it's
Maybe that's why it feels
60.
colder.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so amazing.
Feels
The
awesome.
fall
Love it,
feels.
love it, love it,
I thought for sure, Sam. I was like, oh, Sam's probably wearing Uggs.
Oh, and I use my heat.
No, because I'm traveling today and I did not want to be in Uggs on an airplane.
Yeah, guess what? It's going to get up to like 88 degrees.
Yeah, but
You're
not on
not
the
going to need
airplane.
Uggs.
If anything, the airplane's colder.
She'll be getting colder going to.
Yeah, you're going
Yeah.
to
Yeah, but my mom has my other Uggs there.
Right, it's really
Because I couldn't,
backup
I
Uggs.
couldn't
What's it
bring
short
them all
for?
home.
Is it short for ugly or is it?
Probably.
Is that a
No,
joke?
it's not. That's a joke. Uggs is like.
that just the name, Uggs?
That's just it. I mean, I'm sure it stands for something.
They make
but
other things besides shoes.
Post Malone loves them.
I get
I know
Blankets,
he has his
sheets.
own thing.
I get my towels at Target, and I looked at the
Look at you
brand, and
flexing.
it was Uggs.
Yeah, they have towels. They have
towels.
blankets.
And they make the
have-
good kind of, Kevin and Eric and I, we like ratty towels. We don't like the super soft
Yeah, 'cause
ones.
then they never.
So you probably don't like
They're
those.
absorbed.
You want kind of like the rough, a little bit rougher so it dries you off and the water doesn't beat on
Yeah,
the
it's
towel.
too soft. It doesn't matter.
When Bed Bath & Beyond was going out of business, they were having fire sale and everything. And I bought a twin set of Ugg sheets for this twin air mattress I have for like whenever I need to use an air mattress, put the twin sheets on it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, those are terrible because they're like you're laying down and you want to turn to your side. Like it's like they're sticky. I don't know how to explain to you how they're sticky. Like the cotton of them, it's not like a smooth cotton. You're whatever clothes you're wearing will stick to those sheets. Does that make sense? Yeah, sometimes you wear like, I don't know what's in them. Like it's supposed to be some kind of like a Sherpa, not Sherpa. What's the word?
Like
what
a
is that?
sheep?
No, what's the fat? What's the little fluffy stuff that Uggs
Chamois?
have?
A
What's the
chamois?
fluffy stuff inside the Uggs?
Wool?
Yeah,
The
it's
fluffy
just
stuff inside Uggs.
Sheep wool.
sheep wool.
Yeah, the sheep wool, but don't they call it something?
What do you call it?
The blankets that have that on one side and the
Yeah.
other side is like
I would not want that in a sheet. That would be
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
and it's not like that, but it's some part of that makes the sheets like not slick. Like you can't. I was like, we can't use these. We can't use these.
Did they have sheets in like 1920s and 30s?
What do you mean?
Of course they did.
Like a sheet? Did they? I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
That's a great question.
I don't know. People probably
Right.
slept on hay.
No, in the
1920s.
When you watch
I don't know.
Bridgerton and they're having their
I'm coming
Eric,
up to bed in a few minutes. Will you fluff the hay?
in the Bridgerton
Seems accurate.
sexy time scenes.
In my
They've
mind,
got
I don't know.
sheets.
Do they have
So if they
sheets?
had them in Bridgerton, they should have had them in the 20s.
I never think of those people buying sheets.
Yeah, like on laundry
They,
day.
they couldn't
do
afford food.
I don't think they had fitted sheets. I think they just had
The farmers
flat.
come
flat
upstairs.
sheet.
They're like,
Because think about
And a
it.
comforter.
Yeah.
I grew up in the 80s, 90s, and I had my He-Man sheets, and they were like sandpaper.
yeah.
And
That's how all those
cheap.
cheap
What
sheets
was
are.
it like in the
Kids'
30s?
sheets.
Well, maybe
Well, they
better.
weren't having no 1,000 thread
Yeah,
count.
sheet.
Yeah, I don't know.
1,000 thread count is like a linen at the
much.
dinner table. You
No,
just slide right off of
okay.
those.
no, not necessarily. I've got them, and I love
I bought them too. I got them one time. I put them one time in bed. These suck. I'm never going to use them.
You know, they
again.
make like 1,600 thread count. They have all
so
these kind of
necessary.
things. Like, I've never
That's too much.
experienced that.
Yeah,
but
no. I have to like feel them and then see if the color matches my vibe.
You ever have satin?
I have not had satin.
That would be
I was going to do
slippery.
a satin pillowcase because I heard it's supposed to be better for your hair. It's not as frizzy.
I have one. I
Slide off?
never sleep on it.
Yeah.
I just don't. I
You
can't
just
sleep on
slide?
it. It's supposed to be good for your hair so that your hair doesn't like. For example, I got a haircut yesterday, and so the way you want to kind of preserve the blowout is satin pillowcases are good for that. But no, it's
Yeah,
also
your
supposed to
hair
be good
looks
for your face, I
fantastic,
guess.
Roula.
Thanks. It's bouncy.
Yeah,
It's bouncy.
super
Bouncing
bouncy.
and
Yeah, you both
behaving.
have full bouncy hair
We
today.
got
Yes.
bouncy hair. I did the
Bouncy.
heatless curls.
I still can't figure those out.
It
My
looks
kids
so
do them every
dumb.
night.
It
I
looks
can't.
so dumb. I'm just waiting for the curls to kind of like drop.
No. What looks dumb is what you look like when you're sleeping.
What
So
do you
imagine
do?
if there's an emergency in the middle of the night, you come out with that stupid thing on your head
it's
that's
really
making the
silly.
heatless curls. They look silly.
I've never curled my hair.
what's a
Yeah,
Even when I
the
had long
heatless
hair.
curls. Imagine a pool noodle, but human size,
Yes.
right? So it goes on top of your head, and so I take a clip and I clip it on the one side. I part my hair in the middle. I take the clip and put it on the one side, and then I take my bangs and I wrap it around the pool noodle just one time. Then you grab another layer, and then you wrap it around, and you go the whole way down to the one side of your head. And then you put like a little ponytail so that it stays on this like noodle.
So as a
air
husband,
quotes.
if we see our wives doing this, there's no.
Oh my
We're not going to get any.
goodness.
I
Depending on
mean,
if you want to or not.
if
Maybe some guys like
you
it.
can turn the lights off.
I thought you
it's
guys
not like
went
he's
out.
going to run his hands through my hair.
Oh.
Could you,
Or
if you
past
wanted
that
to,
phase.
And then you go to the
maintain
other
it?
pool noodle on the other side of your head.
Yeah, then you go to the other side and then you tie it up. And so I have this cute little bow. I took a selfie yesterday, but I didn't have my eyebrows on, so I'm not going to post it. I sent it to your partner, Kev.
Oh my
Now, Sam, if you
gosh.
wanted to keep those curls, could you just like hairspray the curls?
Yeah, they're just supposed to stay like permanently. Like if you can see, it just looks like I kind of have like a little bandana like tied
Yeah.
around my head kind of vibe is the way that this one works.
You look a little bit like Rosie the Riveter. you
Yes,
know,
that's exactly how it is. So that's
But my
the way
kids
that
always
these
leave
run.
theirs down, and then they just do the ponytails at the bottom, and then maybe they might clip back. But for them to sleep, they can't sleep like that, so they just leave it down to the side, like a Pippi Longstocking kind of thing.
Yeah,
Longstocking.
Yeah.
I don't do that with this one because it's the way that mine's so long that I can just kind of tie it up and then I don't have any issues.
By the way, we're getting a lot of texts. Fleece.
Fleece.
Is it fleece? Thank you.
So that,
when you get a
Yeah,
brain
there's
fart,
like
you
a
can't
fleece.
think of a word.
There's a fleece quality to UGG sheets. It's not obvious, like when you feel fleece, but there's some quality of that in the sheet that keeps your pajamas sticking to them. You
Well,
can't like
people-
move freely.
people swear by bamboo sheets.
What are bamboo
I've seen them
sheets?
too, and
Yes.
I think I
Bamboo
had a
seems
pair
like
of
that's a
years
new
ago. I
thing.
didn't
I
know
have
the
a
difference.
bamboo set and I like it a lot. It's really like
Somebody said, Eric, just because it's a TV show doesn't mean that's how it was in the 20s. Movies and shows always have things that weren't around.
There's
But-
inaccuracies.
I mean, some of that stuff has to be true.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Well,
they
I mean,
gotta-
you can
I'm
dive
not
deep.
Cinderella Man. You
When
want
the
Cinderella
toilet
Man?
was
Remember that
built,
guy?
when
Oh,
the
yeah,
sheets
the
were
boxing
made,
story.
things
Yeah,
like underwear, when did that come around? You can look at all those things and find the dates.
Yeah, they did elastic for guys. When the elastic come around, like for your socks, because remember they had those little things that hold your
They
socks
used
up.
sock garters
I
is
feel
what
like
they
that's
called
a
them.
rapid fire.
Why don't you
quiz
ask
question.
during this break? Why don't you ask ChatGPT to give you the history?
Yeah, I'll find it with a sheet.
Yeah,
me look.
sheets.
Sheets,
And
Your algorithm's going to be
and-
saying, this
and
dude's
the,
boring.
stretchy pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Velcro.
That's why they wore suspenders, I bet, right?
to
Wait,
hold
to
their
hold up
pants
their
up.
pants?
But
Yeah.
that was just their pants. But what
But they
about
had
their
like-
underwear? Did they tie?
They free balling.
Oh, maybe they tied.
I don't
Well,
think
they
there
wore
were a lot of
They
strings
didn't wear
involved.
like briefs. They wore like boxers back then.
But if they didn't have elastic, what do you
Yeah,
gonna
Where's
there's
it
no
down
elastic.
to like
Probably
your
had a
knees?
lace.
The long johns.
There was one of those long johns in the
Oh, yeah,
TV show,
and-
too.
with the
Yeah.
trap door in the back if they had to
Right.
go out to the outhouse.
That makes sense, though. My grandpa had to do that. They had outhouse. They used-
Really?
they used
That's
corn-
why
they
I
used
could not.
corn cobs and yellow pages.
Before there was toilet
corn
paper,
cobs.
they would use a corn cob to wipe.
Yeah.
How is that? That's so great.
And where
about-
would you put the candle? I
or
would hope there'd be a
rabbits.
shelf
You
in
grow
the
up on the
outhouse
country.
so you can.
Or rabbits, yeah.
Did you have like a
know,
like a
joke.
bin for the used cobs?
Sam doesn't
I mean, I
understand
wasn't
why I said
around.
that.
I don't know. I just remember him telling me.
Eric, tell Sam why I said that.
It'd be
You
really
say it
soft.
best.
Yeah, well, how's it go? Oh, man.
A bear.
The bear is in the woods with a rabbit, Sam.
Uh-huh.
And the bear's like, hey, when you poop, does it stick to your fur? And the rabbit's like, no. So the bear just goes and grabs the rabbit and wipes his butt.
So good.
It's a visual thing.
Anyway,
I don't visually wanna see that.
Thing.
At all.
1908, Eric, is when the elastic made it into the underwears.
Look up Kevin real quick on chat. When did
I don't
toilet-
have ChatGPT.
When did
either.
toilet paper come into existence?
All right.
While you're looking at that,
What am I
want-
even labeling
I wanna-
this morning?
I want to text.
Crazy morning.
It's just like, you know,
Hold on, while you're looking at that, I want to
Crazy fun
spotlight this texter because I acknowledge the pun. I acknowledge the pun because I get the joke. The text is this. Who's going to get this besides me?
all right.
Satin sheets are very romantic. What happens when you're not in bed?
Yeah, it's a song.
What song?
Satin sheets are very
Come on.
romantic.
Come on, Eric. Kevin,
Kevin should know
Oh,
this.
that's Madonna.
express yourself.
Yeah.
Because we're not satin pillowcases, and the texture goes, satin sheets are very romantic. What
sheets
happens when you're
are
not in bed?
very romantic.
Satin sheets are very romantic. What happens when you're not in bed?
Oh, yeah.
Express yourself by Madonna. I got you, texter. I got you. Eric's going to look up the history of all things that we use.
1857
Is
in
when toilet
America,
paper?
United States.
For
Okay.
which one?
Toilet paper?
Joseph Gietti in the United States, he marketed it as medicated paper designed just for the bathroom.
Okay.
So basically, it was like flat sheets. Like you'd grab one, kind of like tissue paper. You know how it's
Yeah, that's
like
smart.
a Kleenex.
yeah, kind of Kleenex.
Was it disposable?
But what did they
But then in
use
China,
What
6th
did you
century
wash
China, they used paper for bathroom purposes.
But before we had TP in America, what did we
We don't have time for that.
use?
It's 6:10.
Corn cobs.
We don't have
That
time
was
for
all
that.
corn cobs.
Yeah, but a lot of
Deep
people were
dive.
farmers and the yellow pages and stuff. That's what they
Wow.
used.
Wait, they had yellow pages back in the 1800s?
Or like phone books,
Yes,
I guess.
the yellow pages.
There wasn't even a
The
phone.
pages that were yellow.
Soft
Whatever
paper.
they're selling for the Piggly Wiggly
okay.
place.
The Piggly Wiggly.
Well, let me ask y'all this question before I get into Scoop coming up next.
Oh, shake it.
You know the virus security blocker on your computer that you've known for years? Do you say McAfee or do you say McAfee?
McAfee.
McAfee.
You say McAfee. That's how it's pronounced?
That's how the guy's name was in real life.
Okay, I don't know.
MAC.
The annual celebrity hacker hot list has been released by McAfee. I want to say McAfee now. McAfee. Who is the celebrity that is used the most to dupe people
Is it the same
into
from the past?
buying things? I don't know.
Fist
if
of
it's-
Ness. That was the one that's always been the last like 5 years.
Well, I'll let you know next, Eric.
Come on,
I'll let you know next,
You gotta hang
Eric,
out
if you're
for
right.
Scoop.
I told you about toilet paper. You can at least tell me that.
Can you just give us a second? All right, here's your glorious weather report for today.
Glorious would be a good way to describe the day. It's going to be sunshine. It's going to be in the 80s, like high 80s. You know, at least we're not in the 90s anymore. But right now, 62 degrees and 6:11 on the Roll and Ryan Show.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
Okay, that was Sabrina Carpenter, Feather. The scoop is brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. I want to remind you guys about Say It for Sabrina. Say It for Sabrina, Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock, we reveal a phrase. You have to know that phrase and then repeat it back to us. 4 chances throughout the day to win the Sabrina Carpenter experience. Now at 9 a.m., at 12 noon, at 3 p.m., at 5 p.m., we ask you to be caller 104. And if you tell us the phrase as we said it at 8 o'clock, then you're going to be a finalist for a 4-pack of tickets in the KRBE suite. And you get a ride to and from the show.
I like that.
Wow. Her show is October 27th at the Toyota Center, so we'll be doing that. Say it for Sabrina.
Are we going to play Taste in the morning? I want to hear Taste.
And you and your song. I heard it. I always hear it during Sam's show.
Yeah,
I know.
seriously,
Sam
you
gets
gotta
it,
hang
but
out
we
with
don't
me.
get it.
It's oh, cool.
God, I can taste it.
So a lot of celebrities over the years, this is nothing new. It's been happening since before we had Instagram and TikTok, where a celebrity's image will be layered onto a website. Now it's all Instagram, TikTok, and whatever other digital channel you've got to make you think they are promoting an item for you to buy. They were never given permission to use that celebrity's likeness, and it's almost like you smash the bug, like you smash the cockroach,
And another
but
one
then you
pops
realize,
up.
oh, there's another one.
Yeah, the one I see all the time is a celebrity, and they have it looking like they're holding a T-shirt up in front of them, and it'll have whatever the product is.
I say
They're trying to
clickbait.
sell
like,
that.
Then you look for the thing and it says ad underneath the
Sponsored
photo.
content.
Where they're making like, oh, these 10 celebrities lost 100 pounds, and then they show somebody, and they're not even in that.
No,
Yeah,
not clickbait.
God,
see
don't
it.
click on it because then all you're going to get is ads for that topic.
So I remember years ago when Dr. Oz was on Oprah's show and then got his own show, which I don't know, does he still have his show by
No,
himself?
didn't he run for office?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he did.
Dr. Oz and Oprah's images for years would get lifted and be like, they swear by this for weight loss. And so Oprah had to be like, listen, I will tell you what I'm telling you to buy. It ain't that. You know what I mean? She's like, we're not talking about that. But this continuously happens. And the computer security company McAfee released their annual celebrity hacker hot list. Now, these celebrities are the ones that their names and their likenesses are most used for scams. You've got Johnny Depp. He's used in crypto, fundraising, and giveaway scams.
Kevin will fall for that.
For sure.
What's Johnny doing?
You've got
love crypto. I don't even know what it is or how it works, but I love it.
well, that's actually not Johnny Depp. That's just a character he plays.
Yeah, he is not Jack Sparrow.
Well, he does
Kevin.
kind of sound like that,
yeah.
really. When
He does
you
get
heard him on the
lazy
witness
talk,
stand?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I pooped in our bed.
yeah, for some reason, he doesn't talk like he
Yeah, he
used to.
just
What is it? He
Yeah,
can
isn't that
speak
weird?
so fluidly in a movie or a television
In
show.
Nightmare on Elm Street, didn't he just talk like a normal guy?
He
Yeah.
does, what's his name, Keith Richards so much.
He what?
He wanted to
Keith Richards
from the
in-
Rolling Stones.
I just- He loves rock and roll. He loves to play
Mm-hmm.
guitar, so I feel like he wants to be that.
Well, he's in a band called Hollywood Vampires with Alice
We're not gonna get a
Cooper.
tangent on that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let me tell you about the new album. Just kidding.
Sorry, go
In
on.
2004,
I can just feel it. It's coming. Then it's going to
Please.
get morphed into the. Hey, there's this other thing I saw. I go, let's just.
No,
say
We
it.
got to play that game one day. Like, take one word and see where we can go from there.
And then I will retrace it how we started with that.
Yep.
Okay, Blake Lively is another celebrity on the list. She is used in a weight loss gummy scam that is absolutely false. We just played Sabrina Carpenter. She is being used for fake ticketing scams and to advertise an app for creating explicit images. Because that makes sense.
Yikes.
Because Sabrina Carpenter would want that to be her moneymaker. Really? No. Tom Hanks is used by scammers to promote,
Metamucil?
quote, miracle cures and wonder drugs. It doesn't even have like a
But it doesn't even
a
say.
specific one because it's so many. Miracle cures and wonder drugs with Tom Hanks' image.
That's like the old timey thing where the guy had the stagecoach and selling like
elixirs,
snake
and,
oil, elixirs and fixers and
Yeah.
From Queen's Gambit, Anya Taylor-Joy. She is used, and she's the fourth most popular celebrity's face
Really?
to use for giveaway scams. Her ex account was hacked to spread fake Queen's Gambit sequel news. And that's number 4 on the list.
That's wild.
Keep
Number
waiting for that.
3,
I think they do a sequel to that.
Taylor Swift is the third most used celebrity by the hackers. She's used for celebrity endorsements of all kinds, ticket scams, product giveaway scams, and disinformation.
Especially that
in
number
general.
1.
I know. I would think she's number
The
1.
younger generation would be like falling for it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is Kylie Jenner. She is used for social media giveaway scams and fake Kylie cosmetic products and websites. There's a thing I told y'all about on Netflix called, oh my God, now I'm having a brain fart because it was like over a year ago, but it's all these little vignettes of things that are scams. It's called Dirty or it's called, I'll have to look it up. But
Oh,
one of
I
them
know
was
what you're talking about. Yeah.
one of them was about her company because it's so hotly pursued that they were showing like bad Kylie fake cosmetics that were
Oh,
like
yeah.
just basically like glue and stuff.
I
and-
remember you talking
really
about
bad.
that, and I
Yeah.
watched it based on your
What the
recommendation.
heck was it called? I have to look it up. The number 1 celebrity that is the most favorite celebrity to be used by hackers. Eric, you were correct. If you were saying
Scarlett Johansson?
correct.
I don't know
Really?
why. 'Cause
Why is
Two-
that?
2 years in a row. Scarlett Johansson is used for advertisements and endorsements that are fake and scams. She has been outspoken about non-consensual AI generated content and has threatened legal action for imitating her voice. Didn't she do that Joaquin Phoenix movie where
Her?
she was the robot girl?
Yeah. Or AI. It's like he fell in love with his phone.
Oh, that's
I
right.
confused
Her.
that one and Ryan
That- yeah.
Gosling's Lars and the Real Girl.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Now, the Joaquin Phoenix,
Weird stuff.
that wasn't the one where he fell in love with his phone. That was the movie called Jexy. Remember?
No, Jexy's a comedy.
That was a comedy.
Her
was serious.
Jexy's the one with the
Manny.
The Manny from, and oh my God, what was that show?
Modern Family.
Yeah.
No, from This Is
But
Us.
He's also in Work.
Oh, Manny. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Manny from This Is Us. You're talking about Manny.
What was that
the
comedy
boy
though?
Manny
Him and his
from-
2 buddies, they did Working or whatever it was. It was on like Comedy Central.
Oh, God, I know. Brain fart.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
One
know.
guy had really long hair, looked like a
Sweet
poodle,
shows.
poodle hair and a mustache.
So if you see
Kevin probably
Scarlett
watched it.
Johansson.
Workaholics?
That's it. Yeah.
You know what? I didn't watch that one, even though it had Adam Devine.
Yeah.
Adam Devine, that's
his
the
name.
guy's name, yeah. He was in Jexy.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yes.
That was a cute
Okay.
movy.
Now I'm putting
His phone
thinking
had
of things
attitude,
that-
like, it's like, really? That's all you're going to do today? It was really funny. The phone got jealous of him,
Gosh, when did
tried to
that movie
sabotage
come
his
out?
relationship.
And by the way, the
That
Netflix
sounds
show I
fun.
couldn't remember is the series is called Broken. It's
Broken.
an investigative docuseries how shows how negligence and deceit in the production and marketing of popular consumer items can result in dire outcomes.
But Roula, the AI stuff is getting so scary.
I was add that to the Broken series.
I was watching a guy, he was a professor, and he created an AI version of himself, and it looked real. And he's
Oh, it's gonna be
interviewing himself,
scary.
going back and
10
forth.
years from now, it's really going to be
You
scary.
will not be able to tell if you're watching something that is real or not.
I think the first time I saw that, where I was like, "Wait a second, is that right?" Is when Kelly Clarkson first started losing weight on television, like it was noticeable on TV. There were AI generated videos of her, and they were not. I mean, they really made you have to look like, really, what? She's standing there in the video on Instagram, and it's her talking, it's her facial movements, it's her body, but something was just a little off. And I was like, Why is she talking like that? Almost like chop, 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 chop.
But
like
it's
if I
getting more and
recorded
more
myself
advanced.
right now saying like 4 sentences and then Sam chopped it up as tight as possible and played it back, you'd hear like a little bit of the edit
The
cuts.
speed's a little bit faster.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah,
that
it
with
speaks a
football
little faster.
coaches and stuff. They'll put them up there at the podium to do their, to talk about the game,
Time compress
and
it.
they'll change it. Like,
It's
yes,
like
we
super
really
fast.
sucked today, and I told the guys, and they just started making.
hurry
Where
up.
it gets scary is when you start getting politicians and they start doing this because older people are going to be like, "Oh my God, did you see what they just said?"
Just proof.
Why they have to have accents like that?
I don't
Ryan?
know. I'm just visualizing a
By the
relative
way,
of
on
mine.
Netflix is a show I want to talk about, but it got canceled yesterday. It's called Chaos. It's with
Okay.
Jeff
Oh,
Goldblum.
I'm so
canceled that?
glad. It was so stupid.
It was fun.
Oh,
What's it
man, we
about?
tried that.
The
That was
Greek gods.
that was the Greek
You have to
gods.
stick
I
with
was
it,
like, oh, Roula.
They live
maybe
with the
it's
humans.
Stupid.
Chaos with a K?
Yeah.
K-A-O-S-S.
Yeah, he's Zeus, and it's
You made it
different.
through?
Yes, Kevin
Why
asked
did
me
it get
about it.
canceled? Like, because it's.
Probably expensive, maybe. I don't know. It had a good,
Who's the
good
main,
ending.
Who was the main?
Jeff Goldblum was the only one I really
Okay.
remember seeing.
Huh.
The rest were the people you might have seen and stuff, but just an interesting take on the
So now that
gods.
it's canceled, will they
It
just
was-
not
It
carry
was only
it?
been out 5 weeks. Now Netflix is canceling stuff. Not even giving it
They're
a
jumping the
chance.
gun.
But does
It's
that mean they
different.
remove it from the library?
Well, they never
Like,
remove
could
it.
I
It's
see
all
it now?
there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see it.
Okay.
But why waste your? Once I know a show's dead,
There's no
But not
sense.
everyone needs a whole 7
Yeah.
seasons of a show.
Well, I
Sometimes-
get that,
But
but
they
I
can at
mean,
least
if
have
it,
two.
if it
As long as
ends
they
on a
close it.
cliffhanger,
Yes, it
it's
did.
like,
It
why
built
do you
up.
want to watch
It
it?
built up because his Zeus's best friend. I guess he tortured him and had something poking at his rib or something. I don't know the Greek mythology.
Was that the guy hanging on the side
Yeah,
of that gets eaten by the
that guy's
bears?
a whole
Raven or
plan
something?
that takes
Yeah.
that takes place. It's
Right.
cool.
Crazy.
in the world?
Well, I'll have
This
to see
sounds
it.
so trippy.
Well, maybe I won't see
It's
it.
trippy. It's
It
cool.
is.
No.
That's why he liked it.
And Roula probably know because of all the mythology.
I
and
do
stuff.
remember all the stories, but I don't remember all the details of the stories. But just because I'm Greek doesn't mean I know Greek mythology. You have to
Yeah,
be
did
taught
you?
that.
We have this vision of Roula like in church. Now Zeus came
Has
down
nothing
from the
to do with
mountain.
that. When I was a child,
Medusa
kids
with
would
her
ask me
snake
all the
hair.
time.
Medusa was in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, when I was a child, I went to an Episcopalian school, and we had chapel every single day. And I clearly remember being in 3rd grade, and a girl in my class asked me, "So, if you believe in the Greek gods, does that mean you're Christian or you're not Christian?"
No.
And I said, "I am not a believer in the Greek gods. I don't know what
Are
you're
you
talking
able
about.
to hold up Thor's hammer?
Like, I don't get it. What are you talking about? It was just so weird.
It didn't have Thor in this.
Thor is a Norse
I
god.
mean, that's why.
Not a Greek.
That's why-
Let's not mess them
See, it was a
up.
test. It was a test. We want to see if Roula knew.
Do you
Let's
have
not mess them
minotaurs
up.
and centaurs?
Isn't that part of Clash of the Titans?
Yeah, that's Clash of
Yeah.
Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me get to the Carrie Underwood news because she's been singing the theme song for Sunday Night Football, and I didn't know why this story wasn't more prominent before. But her salary bumped up in the 2023 season when she renegotiated that she would get paid $1 million every time the theme song played.
What?
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for
Every
her.
time
That's
the theme
insane.
song played, she'd get paid $1 million. With 18 weeks in the NFL season, she made between this year and last $36 million.
changed
That's
it.
if she doesn't renegotiate for more money this year. And she said she does the recording for every NFL season all at once, and she puts together the most ridiculous, or they give her every single scenario, almost like a Powerball ticket of who could be playing
I'm
whom
sure.
in the playoffs. And she goes, even if you think it's never going to happen, she has to sing like. Everyone's like, "Oh, that will be done, Texans versus Cowboys."
But now she doesn't have to do that.
she
They can have
sings all
AI
that.
do it. They
Well,
can
that's
just have
not what you
AI.
want. You don't want that, Ryan. What'd you just say? You don't want. It's
But that part,
She's out of the job.
That
Yeah,
part they
but-
won't show her. She'll just sit in the studio and sing
Yes,
that
she'll
part.
sing that
Yeah.
part.
She doesn't have to act it out because they'll cut to a football play.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
When that happens,
show the team.
they'll show the Bears versus the Texans.
Yeah, she
So
said-
wait, she sings that part? It's the Ravens versus
Yeah.
Texans.
Yeah, she'll say, "I do the
But
whole
does it
main
fit or is
version."
it sounding like she's
She
singing
says-
one way? It's the Ravens versus
Of course. She says, "I do the whole main version, but then we go through and pick up all the matchups for regular season and playoffs. Then I sing every possible combination of teams that could possibly maybe play each
gosh.
other.
That's a lot.
Even if in the back of your mind, you're like, I know they ain't going to make it to the
Well, that's
playoffs."
hard work. That's $1 million.
Yeah, $18 million.
Oh,
Listen,
my
she does it
God.
all in one day, so it's $18 million for
my
one full
God.
days of work. Go
Whoa,
Carrie Underwood.
good for
You can
her.
just sing that one part.
Yeah.
Texans.
Versus Cowboys. Texans.
You could have got the next new hot
versus
star.
Saints.
There it is.
$1 million. I can understand her. Understand.
The Texans.
Girl.
Now you know.
Faith Hill was way better anyway.
$18
You think so?
She was sexier. She sounded better.
She was sexier? I
Yeah.
think they both are.
Carrie Underwood has the
No, if
legs
you watch the video,
Well-
Faith Hill, then she wore like that turtleneck.
I think what
with
he's
long
talking
boots, and
about,
she changed her outfits. Yeah, Faith Hill.
I mean, they're both beautiful women, but I mean, there's a difference between beauty and sex appeal. Like,
Yeah.
you can not necessarily be the most beautiful person in the world, but you can have a certain factor, a sex appeal, you know?
Sexy.
None of us in this room know what that means. Sexy. They're snappers.
We know what sexy is.
Ryan's a snapper.
I know what sexy
this room.
isn't. I've got a mirror.
Butt naked, spreads her cheeks, bending over and showing everything.
Is that sexy? Or is
To
that
Eric.
beauty?
Hey, I'll take that.
That was madness. That's what
Then
that
she
was.
bends over and pulls down her panties.
All right, listen.
So wild.
How about pants? Speaking of pants, pants that will exercise for you and pills that will run 10Ks for you. This is where we're going into the next frontier, kids.
Wow.
Oh, man.
So
What?
that lady who runs on Briar Forest in the morning in San Felipe in black
Just take a pill.
with no reflectors, we're going to tell her to find this pill.
You won't die.
And she didn't have to run anymore, so nobody hits her with a car. So what next on the Roula and Ryan Show?
This is madness.
104.1 KRBE. Back to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Okay, my friends, it has happened. The exercise pill.
Uh-oh.
How many, I mean, since I can recall as a child watching television commercials on my endless hours of television watching, they're like, oh, there's not like a magic pill for exercise and weight loss. Well, there have been plenty of pills for weight loss. They're just not the ones that last forever, and they might give you a heart attack. But
Yeah, is it really worth it?
as far as exercising, some researchers in Denmark have created a pill that mimics the benefits of running a whole 10K. Now, it does not give you the benefits of like muscle tone in your legs or your arms, but it does bring the body into a metabolic state corresponding to running 10 kilometers at high speed and on an empty stomach. So it also
That can't
gives
be
you
good for
some
you.
of the benefits that you get from fasting. They say because exercise, of course, triggers
Yes.
the hormone that suppresses your appetite, and another one that flushes fatty acids from your bloodstream because it reduces your risk for things like heart disease and the diabetes. They have not tested the new drug on humans yet, but they've tried it on rats. And it triggered the release of the same hormone. So if it does what they think it does, they say it could be a game changer for people who are too injured or too old to work out or for people who just don't want to.
So I can see it for that. If you're older and you got in a bad accident and you're hurt and you can't work out
Yeah.
for
Right.
months or
Can't move.
something. I mean, if you're
Or you had surgery.
But it's
and
still
you
not
can't
gonna
get
you're
help.
a teen or 20, 30, 40,
I think people
50.
are going to abuse it, though. The people that
Absolutely.
want to be in top shape.
You cannot tell me this isn't going to be hard on your heart. If you're speeding up your metabolism due to a pill.
What was that one that in the 80s or 90s, Fensten or something?
And Xenadrin, too. My brother was on
Oh, yeah,
Xenadrin.
Xenadrin.
some
Oh,
big
my gosh. Xenadrin is like over 20
lawsuits.
years old because I remember
sounds
somebody
dangerous.
at my radio job in Philly said, oh, there's this stuff called, was it Xenadrin or was it, I remember the bottle was like, had blue letters. Anyway, she's like, yo, you should try this. And we're like, I don't know. What does it do? And I remember we were on the air and I was like sweating sitting there.
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
oh my God, I can't breathe. Like my heart's racing.
Yeah, my
Because it
mom said, there's something not right with your brother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because the
Well, you get
bottle
that
said take 2, and I had only
niacin
taken
flush.
1. I had only taken 1. And my coworker had taken 2. And he was like beads of sweat on his forehead. He's like, I don't know what's wrong with
God,
me.
that can't be good.
But I just really want to get out of here and just go run down the street. And I was like, because it made you so antsy, like a kid trapped in a classroom who just wants to run around at recess.
It's pre-workout.
And I was
It
like,
is.
no.
It's jacked
Pill.
3D.
Don't want to do this. The other thing is the hiking pants.
Yeah.
The pants that go hiking for you. They're called Mogo pants.
Wait.
Short for mountain goat.
They go for you. How does that help you?
Yeah, how
how's
does that
that
even
work?
work?
You put your
Okay.
pants on a goat?
Or you
Here's
put them
what
on
it
and they
says.
make you move your legs?
This company called Skip has teamed up with a high-end outerwear brand called Arc'teryx. Yeah, Arcteryx. You can pre-order these pants online, and they are part of an emerging trend called move wear. Literally helps you moving around. Clothing that literally helps you move around. There's a built-in exoskeleton on each pant leg that helps you push off while going uphill.
Wow.
Then they lighten the load and protect your knees while coming back
It's
down.
like my electric bike. So when I'm going on a hill, you can just push that button and
Yeah, but this is
it
actually
zooms you up.
making you move your muscles, is what they're saying.
Yeah,
The
AI-powered
exoskeleton.
hiking pants that give you 40% more leg power.
that's good for military.
How expensive are these?
Guess, Sam. Guess how much one pair of these mountain goat pants cost?
I would $8,000.
Saying they're 10, 12.
Not too far off. 5,000.
Oh, my
Damn.
gosh.
Yeah, that's
So
ridiculous.
steal that. All
That's
right.
ridiculous.
5,000 a pair.
Sam thought they were 8. So
I'll get two.
Yeah.
And by the way,
What
I
in
want
the
to ask you
world?
guys around the room this because I have said the word Sherpa a lot. And you know,
Sherpa.
when you have like lots of bags on your body, I'm like, look at me, I'm a Sherpa over here. And somebody the other day was like, I don't know what a Sherpa is. A Sherpa, excuse me, is the person that you hire at Mount Everest and Mount Kilimanjaro to carry your stuff up because they are conditioned to go up and down that mountain, carry your stuff while you're doing the whole, oh my gosh, I'm doing this thing
And
for
they can
a
do it
bucket list. And they
easy.
can do it no problem. I'm thinking, how is that possible? Like, how come more people don't know about them? How come more people
You
don't
build
know?
up to something.
Well, I'm just saying in general, Ryan, how come we don't all know who these people are, what they look like, and what they get paid? I just know the word
Well,
and
find out
I
that
know
many of
they
them.
exist.
Most of us don't have the money and the time to go climb Mount
I'm
Everest.
not
If you
talking
price
about
that
that.
stuff
No,
out.
it's in
Yeah, that has
like
nothing to do
world
with it.
history or
I'm
like
just saying, like, this
social
should be
studies.
a normal word that we all know. Like, did you hear
I thought it was a
that there
normal
are
word.
people, a lot of people,
Sherpa?
when I say
Well, it's a-
Sherpa,
it's a
people
niche-
look at me like they don't
It's
know what a
a
word
word.
is.
Yeah. I
Sam didn't.
You
How
never
do you,
heard
how
of
do you
Sherpa?
spell a Sherpa? How do you spell
SHERPA, I believe.
thought you were going to tell me they were the people that like watch the sheep.
See, 'cause
No,
you're
that's a shepherd.
It's very close though.
Oh, Lord.
I just
So
feel like
I would have believed
that
anything
they
he
should
said.
be the subject
Really
of a
very
human. They should be the subject of a human, like I don't know what the word is. I'm having a hard time talking today. What is it like? We just all know about them because they should be the subject of a documentary or something we just know about because we talk about the
General
endurance
knowledge.
the endurance of running a marathon, right? The original marathon was run by a man named Phidippides and he died at the end of it. But here we are all over the world running 26.2 miles, right? So how is it that these people are not more known that they can do this?
Maybe they don't want to be known.
Because some people go up that
Yeah.
mountain and don't even make it; they die halfway up.
And they have to leave him there.
Yeah. Like if Kevin says,
there's
okay,
tons
me
of
and
bodies.
Booster have a bucket list thing, guys, and we're training to go up Mount Everest.
Oh, no.
And then, we didn't make it halfway up. We're just frozen in time. But the Sherpas sure were waiting for you
Somebody
with the
said there's a
bags.
documentary on Netflix.
Are they-
Is there really?
14 Peaks shows the best Sherpas around.
Yeah,
In the
they're,
There you go.
Himalayas.
They have a Sherpa off.
they're a Tibetan
Oh.
ethnic group native to the most mountainous regions of Nepal and Tibetan Autonomous Region of China.
Listen to this, Rolla. So while you're talking about this, speaking in Nepal, there's a Nepalese company that offers the expedition for Mount Everest. Now, this is why most of us don't know about it because it's so expensive. If you want to climb this, you're talking $35,000 on the low end. So most people don't have the
And
money.
you got to train.
Yeah, and the
a year.
time. You can't take off like 6 weeks from your job and
That's what I'm
spend
saying,
anywhere from $35,000 to $60,000 to climb a mountain.
Can you prepay for the helicopter that's going to snatch you up if you have an issue?
I know, right?
Oh, that's a good point.
Happened on text.
Just don't read the text, Sam.
Oh, for me, it's okay.
Don't
I
read
hope
that.
I made this person smile. Is it the person that starts?
Somebody said, LMAO, I love Sam.
"Oh,
See, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Sam makes me feel smart.
yeah, you're welcome."
Yeah, that's what we're here for. We're all like that.
KRBE's Roula
What
and
is her
Ryan show to
IQ?
tell
What's
you
your
what's
IQ?
going down.
Come up here. Let's take a test, my friend.
Yeah.
And let's see what your street smarts are, okay?
Ooh.
Let's see you try and hit as many buttons as Sam has to hit
Yeah.
while we're talking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Also, thank you.
What is that
Sometimes it's fun to have someone be silly. Okay, don't take life so serious.
Not everybody has to know everything all the time about everything at
Gosh.
once.
And
Go
don't
drink your
forget,
coffee.
we have the rapid
Poop in
fire.
your fist.
What?
I did have that in my hand one time.
Oh.
And I will throw it in your face, Texter.
All right, don't
Coffee.
forget we've got the rapid fire quiz in just a little over an hour.
Bring it.
I'm gonna win it today.
All right, I like
I'm
your
gonna put my
attitude.
baby up on sale, Roula. If I lose, I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
That's how confident she is.
No.
Shut up.
Baby.
Let's get to it. Gerald Goins, the ex-Houston police officer, was sentenced to 60 years in prison yesterday for the Harding Street ratings. Jury
Ratings.
Ratings.
rating.
I thought
rating.
ratings. I'm like, what?
Like ratings, like TV ratings?
So
Like a TV rating?
the
The
jury
rates.
handed the
Rates?
former narcotics officer basically a life sentence because he's older, and it's like he's getting 60 years in jail.
Cop in jail?
Yeah. How's that going to work? So Dennis Tuttle and his wife, Regina Nichols, unfortunately lost their lives during that exchange of gunfire. Along with their pet, I did not know that their dog was killed, too. So prosecutors requested a life sentence. They gave him 60 years. That's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, but
unless he's going to live to be like 100 and,
What's he have to serve at least half of it?
30. That I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
So, like he'll be out in like 12.
And then 30, then they'll know, be out in 12, 15.
Good behavior. Yeah, who knows? Parents of a preschool in Spring ISD Elementary said the teachers have been giving their children sleeping aids. They said the children told them that they were given sleepy stickers.
Hold
They
up,
put
I want a
these
sleepy sticker.
That sounds fun.
I know.
Well, how mad would you be if you found out that they're slapping these stickers on your kid and making them go to sleep?
I don't want that for
Send some home with me.
2 staff members
Kevin wants
were put on leave after allegedly providing sleep supplements to their students. The sleeping patches are actually sold on Amazon. Parents said they met with the Spring ISD administrators who told them not to discuss the allegations because it would harm the investigation. But here
Well,
it is.
what is the
We're talking
chemical
about
in
it.
there? What are they using? I mean, is it melatonin in there?
I
Is
have
it
not
CBD?
looked up the
It's just,
ingredients.
What it is,
it's just
it's
a fact,
Phenergan.
Kevin. You
You
can't
know-
just put this on a child
Well,
without
obviously,
permission.
I know, but
sticker
like,
on a kid.
how bad is it? I'm very interested to see like what
It's all
because
bad.
I'm going to put 50 on you and see what happens.
oh god, I wish you
Never
would.
wake up.
Nothing works.
He's like, I welcome a good night's sleep, Sam. Come on, let's go.
Bring it.
That would be a good premise for a murder mystery. Somebody fell asleep, just put like.
Or there are places that
stickers
they
all
give
over
each
'em.
kid, like, you want some candy, and they give them those little melatonin gummies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
And they don't tell kids.
Wasn't there a story like
man.
last
I
year?
thought there was.
I guarantee
There was a
that
melatonin gummy story.
some
I thought
idiot's
so.
done that.
Well, okay. So now we're going to look to see where those patches can be found so Kevin can get a good night's sleep tonight.
Just go on
And-
Amazon and look at sleepy stickers, Kevin.
Okay.
And,
But
don't
now
overdo it.
Kids, everyone has stickers now. They put it on their pimples.
They have, and they have
Oh,
fever
yeah.
stickers. You know, they have little bugs, the fever bugs. Have you seen those yet, Sam?
No.
Yeah, it's you can wait at Walgreens or CVS. It looks like a little ladybug or a butterfly, and you put the sticker on your baby's forehead or like your toddler's forehead, and it'll read the temperature, but it shows like a color. Remember how the batteries you could squeeze in to see how much power's in them?
Right.
It's kind of like that. So the little fever stickers. Anyway,
What about these
Wild.
pimple stickers you're talking about,
yeah,
Eric?
kids
So many
are
kids,
loving
like,
those.
remember when Ryan's concealer fell out of his pocket?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You were always hiding them. Now you could just put stars on your
Yeah,
zits.
people love them.
Do they like help make the zits go away?
That's what they're for. They're to treat them.
Yeah, it's
but it
supposed to
looks
like,
like
It's
I
got
just
like
think
it's
it's got like
minimize
oxy
them.
or something in it.
Special K's got a robocall that was so challenging, Kevin. What happened with this passport?
You know, her mother Amanda is holding it hostage. She doesn't know that her mom has her passport. So we're going to have some fun with this.
All right.
Here, it's going to take a couple calls.
A couple calls.
Couple curses.
We're going to hear it all next on the Roula and Ryan Show.